solo anxiety in Escape from Tarkov. Playing solo in Escape from Tarkov can be terrifying. So let's take a quick look at the top 3 reasons why you have solo anxiety and how we can overcome it. I'll even throw in a bonus tip that I personally use at the end, and you're not going to want to miss it. Number 1. Dying. Dying in Escape from Tarkov can be the worst feeling. With that said, dying is not the worst outcome that can happen. The worst thing is not learning why you died. Let me explain. Dying in Tarkov sucks. And the thing about Tarkov is that it has multiple elements of sucking. Losing your gear, losing time, but mostly it's that sinking feeling of losing or just getting outplayed. As much as it sucks to die, there is no better feedback system on your gameplay than being killed in this game. The moment you start blaming everyone and everything for your death, you're going to stop getting better. Instead, what I want you to do is to reflect back on how you died, then assign reasons on what you could have done better to prevent that death. In a nutshell, learning from your mistakes has a price, and that cost is your PMC death in raid. So if you're not playing your PMC, then you're not dying. And if you're not dying, you're not getting feedback on what you could do better. Number 2, gear fear. Gear fear is a totally normal feeling, and it is something that every Tarkov player has faced at some point in our journey. Let me preface this section by using myself as an example. I started playing Tarkov back in late 2019, and I would always come into raids with just a pistol. I remember saying, why spend 500,000 rubles just to go die when I could spend 50,000 rubles for the same exact outcome? Fast forward 4,500 hours today, and well, it still sucks to die. The difference between 2020 Cisco and 2023 Cisco is I had to learn to invest in myself because that gives me the best chance to meet our number 1 priority, extraction. So if spending 500,000 rubles increases your survivability just marginally, it's always worth it every time. Number 3, pace of play. In my personal opinion, the best reason that you should be playing solo in Escape from Tarkov is that you can determine your own pace of play. What I mean by that is when you play in a group, most of the time the players in that group will play loose. Thus people are sprinting around, looting, and not using effective communication. So now when you play solo, you have the opportunity to not sprint and let the game come to you versus you going to the game. This is how you can use what people think is a weakness to your advantage. Right now is the best time to learn how to play solo in Escape from Tarkov since the meta is shifting to a slower pace of play. For me, I'm struggling to adapt to this playstyle as I'm used to being hyper aggressive in most situations. Trust me, my survival percentage is lower than it's ever been, and I'm paying a lot to learn this lesson. Bonus tip. If you have a problem with hoarding guns, armor, and ammo, then I have the perfect simple rule to follow to help you move past it. Use it or sell it. Buy these items sitting in your inventory, it is not helping you with our number 1 priority, extraction. So what I want you to do is each week I want you to audit your inventory. And if you've got armor, guns, ammo, etc. that you haven't used in several weeks, I want you to vendor it. Use that money to make sure that you're properly geared, so when you go in solo, you have the best odds of getting to extraction. I'll see you in raid. Love y'all.